Hey, what's up guys? I'm Greg Builds, and welcome to this Minecraft build tutorial. On this episode, we're going to create an easy to build, stylish modern house. And on top of that, this house is made entirely out of easy to gather materials, which is perfect for a modern house in your survival world. Now this house has two large skylights, and this helps give it a stylish look. And one of my favorite parts of this house is the porch at the side. Now this house is a fun one to make, and I can't wait to show you guys how to build this one. This build is broken down into 7 steps, and without further ado, let's start the build. Also, this modern house is roughly 27 by 14 blocks wide, and it is 12 blocks tall. And here's a complete list of the materials you'll need to build this house. Also, this entire build project will require a 27 block area by 14 block area spacing, and I marked my area out with coarse dirt blocks. And you could do the same, that way you know how big the layout is before we start the build. Step 1. First, let's install the base floor. We'll need 300 diorite blocks and 78 stone brick stairs. Now on top of the dirt outline we made, let's place a ring of stone brick stairs. And the dimensions of the stone brick ring are 27 by 14, which is the same as our layout, and the entire house will fit inside this dimension. Next we can fill the center of this ring with diorite blocks. Step 2. Next let's add in the first floor walls and ceilings. We'll need 50 stone brick blocks, 78 stone brick stairs, and 410 diorite blocks. First let's add stone brick blocks, and add these stone brick blocks on the corner diorite blocks. And we can make these columns 5 blocks tall. Then we can move over 6 diorite blocks from the first column, and make another 5 tall stone brick column. And now I'll leave 5 blocks of spacing in between the 2 columns. Then let's move over another 6 spaces, and make another 5 tall column on the 6th space over. Then we can repeat this, moving over 6 diorite blocks, and making a column on the 6th space over. Then we could do this one more time. Now let's double check that each column is 5 blocks tall, and there's 5 blocks of spacing in between each column. Then let's do the same along the back wall. To start, make a 5 tall stone brick column. Then move over 6 spaces, and make another 5 tall column on the 6th space over. And now I'll leave 5 blocks of spacing in between the columns. Then we can make 3 more columns that are 5 blocks tall with 5 blocks of spacing in between them. Also, all these columns will line up perfectly, and that's an easy way to tell that we did this step right. Next, at the back wall, let's fill in between the columns with diorite blocks. Then we can fill in the columns along the right side as well. Next we can add in window openings. Move down and over. Then let's clear an opening. Then leave a space. Then we can clear an opening. Then we can alternate this pattern, removing a space, then leaving a space, removing another one, and so on. Next, let's add in the first floor roof. To do this, we'll need to add in diorite blocks at the top. Then once completed, let's add a ring of upside down stone brick stairs along the top outer edge. Step 3. Next up is the second floor walls and ceiling. We'll need 20 stone brick blocks, 54 stone brick stairs, and 236 diorite blocks. Let's start by adding a column at the right side of the house. Now, on top of the existing column, let's add 4 more additional stone brick blocks. Then we can add 4 more stone brick blocks on top of the other column next to it. Then we can add 4 more additional stone brick blocks on the third column over as well. Then at the front right column, we can extend this column up an additional 4 blocks tall. Then we could skip this next column here. Then we can add 4 more additional stone brick blocks at this column over here. Then let's add in the roof. To do this, we can add in diorite blocks along the top stone brick blocks. And make sure to place it on top of the stone brick block this time. Then let's fill in the roof across until we line up with the third column over. Then we can fill in the back wall in between the columns with diorite blocks. Then we can fill in the right side wall in between the columns as well. Next, let's add in a single wide window, just like the ones on the first level. To start the windows, move over 3 blocks from the top, then down 1, then clear an opening. And this window will line up with the ones down below. Then we could leave a block of spacing, clear a space, then leave a block, and we could continue this pattern all the way around. And again, we could double check that all of our windows line up perfectly. Next, let's wrap upside down stone brick stairs along the edge of the roof. Step 4. Next up, we can add in skylights. We will need 30 stone brick stairs, 24 stone brick blocks, 52 glass blocks, and 5 diorite blocks. At the top of the second floor roof, move over 3 diorite blocks. Then move back to the 5th diorite block. And remove the 5th block back. Then we can make sure there's 4 diorite blocks of spacing, and 2 diorite blocks of spacing on the side. Then we can clear 8 more additional diorite blocks, for a total clearing of 9 blocks wide. Then we can clear 3 more rows. And that will leave us with a 9x4 opening in the roof. Then let's wrap stone brick stairs around the opening. Then inside the stone brick stairs, we can add in white glass blocks. Next, let's work on the second skylight, and this one will be at the first level of the house. To do this, move over one diagonal space from the back stone brick column. Then we can remove a 4 wide by 10 long opening. Then along the inner edge of the opening, we can add in stone brick blocks. Then in here, let's add in white glass blocks. Then lastly for this step, I'm going to remove the top stone brick blocks from the exposed columns, and replace these with die wrap blocks, and this will help make it look better. Step 5. Next up is the doorways and windows. We'll need 23 stone brick blocks, 5 oak doors, and 219 glass panes. First, let's install the first door. We could do this by adding in a stone brick border with an oak door in the center. Then let's add in a side door. And we can make this at the second column over. Now once in here, move over 4 spaces. Then start the door frame on the 4th space over, and leave enough room so we could fit in a double door. Also, there will be 3 blocks of spacing in between the wall and the door frame on either side of the door. Next, let's head up and make a similar doorway at the second level. Move over to the 4th space. Then make a door frame. And make sure this door frame could fit a double door. And there will be 3 blocks of spacing in between the frame and the wall on either side. Next up is the windows, and we could fill in the opening around the second floor with white glass panes. Then we can head down and install the glass along the first floor. Then once completed, we can add in a glass railing along the top of the upside down stone brick stairs. Now you can choose to use a glass railing, or you can make the upper railing out of oak fence post. Now here's a picture of the house with oak fence post as a railing, and you could choose to do whichever one you'd like, but I'm going to stick with the glass railing. Step 6. Next I'm going to add in a cobblestone railing and a staircase. We'll need 12 cobblestone wall sections and 5 stone brick stairs for this super easy step. Now at the front of the house, we can add in 2 cobblestone wall sections. Then we can add 2 more wall sections on the other column. Then at the side of the porch, add in 4 wall sections. Then we can add in another 4 over here. Now let's head inside and add in the staircase. At the back right corner of the house, let's move back one space. Then let's add in a staircase that extends down to the ground. Step 7. Lastly is the interior walls and furniture. And all of this is completely up to you. And that's because you may want your interior rooms to be a little different size and layout than mine. However, I'll quickly show you a walkthrough of how I did mine, for a little inspiration. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions about the build, or would like to leave some feedback, I would love to hear it. Also, make sure to subscribe, because I create build tutorials just like this one every week. I'll catch you in the next one. Later, guys! Want more build tutorials? I have many other playlists that might interest you on my channel. Make sure to check them out.